All right, let's dive into a real classic. Ray Bradbury's Dark They Were and Golden-Eyed. It's this incredible story that gets you thinking about identity, about your surroundings, and what might happen if the place you call home starts to, well, change you. So, let me ask you something. What if you moved to a brand new place? And I mean a brand new world. And what if that world started to change you? Not just how you act, but who you fundamentally are bit by bit, until one day you look in the mirror and you don't even recognize yourself anymore.
And that's exactly the situation the Bittering family find themselves in. They've just landed on Mars. And right away, the dad, Harry, he feels it. Bradbury writes this amazing line about how he felt his body just draw tight, like he was standing at the center of a vacuum. It's this instant, gut-level feeling that something is very, very wrong.
So what's his first thought? Let's get back on the rocket. That's it. Just pure instinctual fear. Everybody else is trying to make the best of it, but Harry, he's the only one who senses the real danger. And it's not some alien monster, right? The danger is Mars. And that's what's so brilliant about this story. The threat isn't what's hiding in the shadows, it's what they're all about to become.
Okay, so that brings us to the first part of their story, arrival and anxiety. This isn't your typical hopeful fresh start. It's just filled with this creeping dread from moment one. I mean, listen to this description. He felt submerged in a chemical that could dissolve his intellect and burn away his past. Wow. It's not just feeling like a fish out of water. He feels like he's being erased, literally unmade. He looks at those old Martian hills and just knows, this place, this planet, it's a force more powerful than any human memory. It's gonna just wipe him clean.
And just when you think it can't get any worse, boom, the only way out disappears. The radio crackles to life with news from home. Atom bombs have hit New York. All the rockets are gone, they're stranded. Suddenly, this isn't a trip anymore, it's their life. And everything Harry was afraid of, it's about to come true. So what happens next? This is where it gets really interesting. It's what I'm calling the slow invasion. But there are no aliens with ray guns, no armies. In a total flip of the script, it's the planet itself that's doing the invading, through the very air they breathe and the food they eat.
And the change is so sneaky, so gradual. First, it's the little things. The peach blossoms have an extra petal. The onions and carrots just taste weird. Okay, strange, but maybe not a big deal. Then their cow grows a third horn, and that's when you know something is really off. And finally, it starts happening to them. Their skin gets darker, they get taller and thinner, and this is the creepy part. Their eyes start turning gold.
And this is the moment Harry just snaps. He puts it all together. He screams, "We'll eat this stuff and then we'll change who knows to what." He gets it. The planet is literally rewriting their DNA through their food. He wants to fight it, to stop it. But come on, how do you fight a whole planet?
So their bodies are changing, for sure, but something deeper is happening too. They start forgetting home. Harry, bless his heart, is desperately trying to build a rocket. It's his last connection to Earth, his last piece of who he was. But the others, they just don't care anymore. They've become lazy, content. They actually laugh at him. You can see it right there. Human ambition and technology versus the slow, quiet power of nature. And nature is definitely winning.
And look at this. You can literally see their culture just dissolving. Their son Dan says, "Hey, I want to be called Linnell now." They stop calling the mountains the Rockefeller Range and start using the old Martian name Pillin Mountains. Even words change. I don't understand becomes Aart. Father becomes Utha. Their entire identity is being swapped out, word by word, name by name.
And all of this leads us to the final stage, the point of no return. They become the Golden-Eyed. There's this amazing, tense moment where Harry turns to his friend and just asks, "Sam, what color eyes have you got?" And he already knows the answer, you know? Sam has no memory of his eyes ever being gray. He just looks back at Harry and sees the same thing, those little flecks of gold. It's done. The change is complete.
And there you have it. Dark They Were and Golden-Eyed. The title of the story right there. They're not humans anymore. They are Martians. Tall, dark, with these beautiful, haunting golden eyes. And what's so wild is that it's not a monster movie transformation. It's quiet. It's kind of beautiful in a really unsettling way.
And once the change is complete, they just let go of everything. They abandon the little town they built,
They move into these ancient, beautiful Martian villas up in the hills. They throw out their Earth clothes, their furniture, all of it. And the craziest part? They look back at their old settlement and call the people who built it ugly people. They've completely forgotten that they were those people. The change is so total, they actually hate who they used to be.
Okay, so the story fast-forwards 5 years. Everything is quiet. And then we get the epilogue. A brand new rocket from Earth lands. It seems the war is over.
So, let's just recap this whole thing. In year 0, they land, they're scared, they miss Earth. By year 1, things are getting weird with the plants and animals, and that fear is turning into this weird laziness. By year 2, they're physically changing, they're speaking new words, and that rocket Harry was building, totally forgotten. And then, by year 5, when a rescue ship finally shows up, the original settlers are just gone. This picture really says it all, doesn't it? On one side, you have the shiny rocket that first brought them there. You know, a symbol of human progress and conquest. And on the other, that same rocket, now just a rusted-out piece of junk. It's like a tombstone for a people and a past that Mars just quietly erased. So the rescue crew gets there, and they're completely confused. The human town is empty, a total ghost town. But then they find this group of, well, Martians, living peacefully up in the hills. They're tall, dark, golden-eyed, and they're friendly. They even speak a bit of English. The rescuers have absolutely no clue that these are the people they were sent to save.
And the story ends with this absolutely chilling line from the new captain. He looks around and says, "Lots to be done. We'll have a job of remapping, renaming the mountains and rivers and such." It's just perfect irony. He has no idea what this planet can do, and he's about to start the exact same process all over again, trying to slap Earth's identity onto Mars. He's totally blind to what happened to the last group that tried that.
And that's what we're left with, a really haunting question. The Bitterings didn't lose a fight. They just changed. They adapted until the people they were just vanished. And it really makes you think, doesn't it, about our own world, our culture, our phones, everything around us. How is it slowly changing us? If the change is slow enough, subtle enough, would you even notice? Or would you just wake up one day and find you've become something